The game has no explicit rule that demands something dead for prototyping, but in practice, the kernel sprite has particular attraction to the deceased or the doomed. Across every session ever played, exceptions to this pattern are extremely rare. Solix, Lament. Why did you send Karkat that code? It was such a bad idea. You suppose it was a boastful gesture to get a friend to think more highly of you? Why would flaunting your superior skills accomplish this? It was simply foolish. You ought to wipe all these clever viruses you wrote off your computer. They can only bring more trouble. Solix, Delete. While deleting your virus folders, you pause on one oddball file you have lying around. RF Viruthith, more Viruthith, really bad Viruthith. Oh my god, should never compile the weak thought Viruthith. Unhackable till death. Import universe U. Till death U. Execute. Billiards. This. Die. You did not write this virus. You copied it from an obscure server far beyond your planet's global network. This application is running on that server perpetually. It's an extremely simple till death program. Its main loop is tied to the lifespan of the universe. When the universe dies, a mysterious subprogram will be executed. You have no way of knowing what that subprogram does. It runs on a protected part of the server. It's completely unhackable. You delete the file, but it won't do much good. The program's already running elsewhere. Luckily, whatever harm it will do will not be done for many billions of years, and even then, what harm could a virus do after the expiration of the universe? This file always struck you as quite odd. But Solix, even with his vision twofold, does not have the perceptual luxuries of our vision omnipresent. When executed, the subprogram will summon an indestructible demon into the recently voided universe. This monstrous being with the power to travel through time is inconvenienced very little by his arrival upon the great undoing. He has the entire cadaver of the expired universe to pick apart at his whim. From its birth, through its swelling maturity and tapering decay, in a reality he is known to have marked for predation, he will go about assembling followers through various epochs, even going as far as personally establishing the parameters for his future summoning. Solix couldn't know that the virus is essentially a formality. The demon is already here. Sounds like your Lucis is agitated about something up there. You already gave him his serving of honey today. If he thinks he can get more, well, that's just greedy. You wonder what could be bothering him. You keep your enormous bicyclops chained to the roof of your communal hive stem. It is the only place that there is room for him. Dealing with him on the roof during feeding time is a daily ordeal. Oh, be the other girl. You are now one of the other 5 girls. Alright. Okay. Plant life flourishing in a desert. And wind power maybe? Or just colorful sails? And a frog temple, you say? Stop being the other girl. You are now no longer the other girl, or any of the other 5 for that matter. What's the name of this dude sitting in his 4-wheeled device? Enter name. Your name is Tavros Nitram, and you are known to be heavily arrested by fairy tales and fantasy stories. You have an acute ability to commune with the many creatures of Alternia, a skill you have utilized to capture and train a great many. They are all your friends, as well as your warriors, which you pit in battle through a variety of related card and role-playing games. You used to engage in various forms of more extreme role-playing with some of your other friends before you had an accident. You like to engage in the noble practice of Alternian slam poetry, possibly the oldest, most revered, and certainly freshest art form in your planet's rich history. You have a profound fascination with the concept of flight, and all lore surrounding the topic. You believe in fairies, even though they aren't real. Your troll tag is Adios Toreador, and you speak in a sort of faltering manner. What will you do? Tavros, cut to the chase and play card games immediately. Poof. You kickstart a rousing match of Fidu Spawn with the only friend you've got to play with in person, your loyal Lucis Tinkerbell. You take a look at the favorable hand you dealt yourself, and crack a mischievous smile with a host plush at the ready. You quickly lob an Ugunabomb and catch your adversary off guard. Alright. Oh no. Scuttle. Horseroni! I choose you! Tavros, command faithful steed. With a brooding whinny, Horseroni shuffles his mighty hooves and makes short work of the Fidu sucker, boosting his vitals. Horseroni is now primed and raring for battle. Look out, Tinkerbell. Tavros, Horseroni, Spontek, Slumber Buddies. You use your awesome bestial communion abilities and bend the ferocious stallion to your will. Tinkerbell can't stand the suspense. Nap time. Everybody wins. Horseroni gains a bunch of levels. In no time, he'll be ready to breed and put him about to stud. Good game, everybody. That was a lot of fun. Time to do some other stuff, you guess. Tavros, roll up your ramp. This is how you get to your recuperator coon when it's time to rest. It's kind of a production getting in and out. You can't fit in all the way because of your huge horns. It makes it hard to get any solid shut-eye. Oh, great, now you're covered in slime. Why'd you do this? You're gonna have to change your clothes. There goes another solid hour down the tubes. Oh, damn, there goes the four-wheel device down the ramp. That happens a lot. Tavros, take Lance. After a major cleanup rigmarole and a lot of crawling around your respite block, you equip your jousting lance. You like to practice your jousting outside. One day you hope to prove yourself worthy of recruitment into the halls of the dreaded Imperial Cavalry Reapers, assuming you're not slated for culling first on account of your disability, or really any other arbitrary reason. You wheel over to your favorite poster featuring Pupa Pan, which is your favorite thing. You've always fantasized that one day intrepid young pupil would come and take you away, and together you would fly to a beautiful paradise planet of legend that has all sorts of fanciful stuff like pirates, treasure, a cruel villain with a missing arm and a missing eye, and these weird aliens called Indians. You have left your window open since you were very young, just in case Pupa had stopped by one night and decided to splash a pinch of special stardust on your face. You've had this interest far prior to your accident. Being paralyzed isn't what made you want to be able to fly. That'd be dumb and wouldn't make any sense. Being paralyzed does sort of make you wish you were able to walk, though. Way in the future. Over the course of your long journey, at one point you were fitted with a cool pair of robo-legs. The guy who likes to build robots built them for you. But then, he does like to break them more than he likes to build them. It's usually why he builds them in the first place. Occasionally, though, he will allow philanthropy to override misanthropy. Misanthropy. What the fuck? Oh god. You were lucky enough to have a friend who didn't mind getting her hands dirty on account of your best interest. A friend with a chainsaw. The guy who likes to build robots just stood there and watched. It would always make everyone really uncomfortable. He would just stand there and watch. And way back again. But before that, you had to scoot in your wheel device throughout the various worlds of the medium and endure all sorts of follies related to your disability, which, on account of their great plurality and marginal relevance, we will not get to see just as well. Wow, look at what happens when you space out and contemplate the future like that. The messages start piling up. Tavros, deal with Arachnid's grip. Tavros? Hey. Red team is going to bite the dust, and I know that you're on the red team. Whoa, really? Yeah, you totally are. My team's got no use for a boy that can't make no use of his legs. You were fated for a team of losers, full of blind girls and lame boys and cranky imbeciles. Okay, you're probably right about that, but I shouldn't be talking to you. Oh? I promised I wouldn't talk to you anymore. What? Promised who? Rufio. Oh my god, who's that guy? I hate this guy already. He's, okay. Someone said I should give my self-esteem a name, and to be careful about what I say to make sure I don't hurt his feelings. Oh, so he's imaginary. A fake. Like a made-up friend the way fairies are. Made up, make-believe, fakey fake fakes. Who told you to do something so fraudulent? Grim auxiliatrix. But I don't know if she was joking about it. It might have been a joke. I don't know, but I did it anyway. Oh man, what a meddler. I hate her meddling. Why is she always meddling? I don't know if it was a joke, but man, I don't think it was a joke. It was more like, okay, complete this analogy. Laughing is to a joke as meddling is to, exactly. That's what she just did to you. It's worse than a joke. It's worse than anything you can do. Next time, tell her to can it. That's what I do. But she keeps bugging me. Bugging and fussing and meddling. What's her deal? I guess it's just flattering that she wants to talk to me so much, though. I guess I don't mind. It's cool. Anyway, Tavros, you've been amazingly boring, as usual, so I'm going to go. Okay. This show needs to get on the freaking road. Believe it or not, the blue team doesn't have a single player in the session yet. While you guys have like 2 or 3 or such. Unbelievable. I wonder what the holdup is. Oh well, let's face it. You guys need the head start. Okay. Anyway, good luck to you. It'll just be like old times. Adios, Torius Snore. Bye. Tavros, wrapped with terminally capricious. Motherfuck, my brother. I'm so sorry, I kind of zoned out there. Hi, that's okay. I wasn't expecting you to not be zoned out for any reason, so I guess I don't understand your apology. Alright, fuck yeah, it's all good anyway. I just zoned out when I was supposed to be all about being to tell you you're all on my team. Yeah, the red team, you mean. Shit, motherfucking yeah, my wicked motherfucker. Honk, honk, honk. Okay, that's great. I just heard about this from someone I don't want to talk about, but it still basically qualifies as good news. Honk, 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 honk. Heh. Fuck, you stole my fucking nose, bro. Where do you even get up the gumption? I'll fucking do the shit like that. I don't know. It's just kind of the obvious thing to do. Stick the circle in front of the dots and behind the bendy one. And plus, oh yeah, my horns. Maybe we can slam about it? Yeah, I could kick the shit out of some rhymes, bro. I'll stir up some fucking hell mirth and rip open a fucking bag of harsh whimsy. Yeah, you can talk about clown things, which I don't really understand ever, but that's okay, because it's kind of funny. Whereas I'll address some topics pertaining to my interests and I guess personal motifs. Yeah, fuck yeah. That'd be how shit's all usually up and fucking locked, bro. But first, here's the thing with the game. Oh yeah, I almost forgot about the red team game. Yeah, okay, if I remember right, this is how we're juggling this shit. Lots of fucking balls in the air. Terezi connected to Karkat, so he's fucking chill. Then I'm supposed to connect to her soon to get her all chill too. But she's in the woods doing something. When she comes back, she starts playing. So in the mean motherfucking time, I'm supposed to get you to connect to me. But I fucking spaced out and forgot, man. Cause I guess it was way too motherfucking chill all up in this shit. Yeah, I understand. So just download this motherfucker I'm sending you so we can kick this bitch down the stairs. Okay, I'll do that. And in the meantime, shall I cue up the strict beats? Ah, brother, now you all fuck up and done it. You are fucking wheel deep in a big sloppy massacre pie topped with a motherfucking whipped rhyme. How strict are these beats at, motherfucker? Well, I turned up those bitches to pretty stern. Set beats to lecture, and I'm kind of going hog wild on the curmudgeon knob, which I had recently installed. God damn! Tell me more while I get my reach on for this frosty brew. Okay. Imagine an array of beats that set limits. They got a rule book. It doesn't pay to skim it because there's not a lot of latitude. They won't stand for an attitude, and crossing them's a habit you'd not really want to get into because they'd get pretty mad at you. Fuck, so fucking fresh. You need to be slapped fucking silly with a mouth like that. And if you got a problem with it, then I suggest you go and rap it, dude. Okay, I will. Just let me sneak up on this bottle of Fago and snap its neck like I'm a fucking laugh assassin. Okay, are those beats still chill? Yeah. Are they motherfucking strict? Yeah. Crack. Hiss. Motherfucking kick it. You both then proceeded to have one of the worst rap-offs in the history of Paradox Space. You make your way through the burning woods to meet the Lucis you never had. It's time for her to hatch. It's now or never. Since the world is about to end anyway, you suppose it's no longer matters if the doomsday scale is tipped. The counterweight is the skull of an ancient mother grub, slain thousands of solar sweeps ago. The egg contains a rare species of dragon, which remains blind until maturity, using its other senses to survive. It has balanced the skull here for millennia, waiting for the warmth of a meteor-sparked forest fire before hatching. In case it wasn't clear, dragons are real. While she slept in her egg, she would communicate with you in your sleep. After your accident, she would use your dreams to teach you to detect the world around you without vision. As you learned, your dreams became more vivid. Where before there was darkness, odors and flavors painted a striking picture. You found yourself surrounded by a ball of cotton candy, which is the sweet troll delicacy we wouldn't know anything about. The first time you caught a glimpse of this world in your dreams, there was no turning back. The young Lucis would take to the sky and promptly get herself killed. This would be much more shocking and maybe a little bit more sad if we didn't already know what was going to happen. We already knew this, but of course you didn't. Unsurprising development. Genuine distress. The dragon never smelled it coming. She would fall to your tree hive. On your return, she would be scooped up by a sympathetic ally and deposited into the kernel sprite. Then you and she could talk, and there would be plenty to discuss. The Doomsday device would display the amount of time you had to get back to your hive and enter the medium before the forest was destroyed. At the time, it wouldn't occur to you to wonder whether the device was directly responsible for the apocalypse, or merely served as its precise calibrated harbinger, and it certainly wouldn't occur to you to cast doubt on any perceived difference between those two things. It wouldn't until later, when you better understood the game you were about to play. Be the other girl. You are now the other girl. Render the girl in a more symbolic manner. That's better. We can now be properly introduced. Who's this spooky lady? Enter name. Your name is Aradia Megiddo. You once had a number of interests, which in time you have lost interest in. You seem to recollect once having a fondness for archaeology, though now have trouble recalling this passion. It nonetheless has led you to find your present calling, which came through the discovery of these mystic ruins, on which you presently stand, and which you recently desecrated out of boredom. Guiding you to this calling were the voices of the dead, which you have been able to hear since you were young. The voices have become louder as the great undoing approaches. This trend in escalation began after an accident involving a certain kind of role-playing, which might have been another of your interests once upon a time. It doesn't matter much anymore. The accident resulted in the death of your Lucis, which prompted you to leave your home and take up these ruins as residence. On the instructions of your ancestors, you have recovered mysterious technology from the ruins and convinced a friend to adapt it into a game that will bring about the destruction of your civilization. And by convinced, you suppose you mean tricked. He has tentatively named the game escrow, which is a weird word that is not terribly elegant. If it were marketed by a legitimate game company instead of a rapidly patched together by a young hacker, it would ostensibly have been given a better title. He is presently mobilizing 12 friends to play it, including him and yourself. He believes he will lead the blue team, but he is wrong. Your troll tag is Apocalypse Arisen, and there is typically a pronounced hollowness to your words. What will you do? Aradia, retrieve computer. The Ouija fetch modus. It's not up to you to decide what you retrieve from your Sylladex. It's up to the spirits. Looks like the spirits are being cooperative today, if a bit cryptic as usual. Who's this douchebag? Heh! You found this baffling artifact some time ago in one of your digs. The creature on its facade is completely mystifying. You have taken to using it as your primary computing device, on account of its bizarre novelty, as well as convenient portability. Oh look, who's bothering you again? She's always bugging you. Bugging and fussing and meddling. What's her deal? You guess it's flattering that she wants to talk to you so much, though. You're okay with it. You're okay with a lot of things. Aradia, Humor Grim Auxiliatrix. Hi again, Aradia. Oh, no. So I guess tonight is the night you blow everything up. Is there nothing I can do to change your mind? No. Or, yes, there's nothing. And no, you can't. But you shouldn't pretend as if you believe this has anything to do with the state of my mind, or the decisions it will make, or has already made. Yeah, I guess not. I thought I'd be friendly, though, and remind you that you do in fact have a hand in all the terrible things that are about to happen, because that's what friends are for, and the fact that what ensues will be terrible is an immutable fact I am stating for the record, and the fact that we will not be on the same team is similarly immutable. It does not mean that teamwork is what isn't taking place here. Sorry, I didn't follow that. I'll be here to help if you need me. Okay. Thanks. Tick, tock, tick, tock. Waiting for the apocalypse is so boring. You guess you'll check on Solix to see how he's coming along with the teams. Alrighty, check on Solix. And then you had a conversation we already read, which began with, did you set up the teams, and ended with, I'm coming up. And then you went up. Alrighty, go up. No! Jai-Bi-Clops! You wonder what she wants. What's with all these girls bugging you? Bugging and fussing and meddling. Aradia, get bugged by Arachnid's grip. Aradia! Oh boy, that's way too many of the same letter in a row. Twice. I know. So we're about to get started, right? Have you tricked Solix yet? Do you have Mr. Two Eyes all befuddled and flustered in your web of lies? Or Mr. Four Eyes? I don't know. Which name do you think would be suitably derogatory in this case, Aradia? How about 8 Eyes minus 7? I didn't trick him. It's not like that. Okay, whatever. The point is, once you have pulled the finely woven silken mesh over his dumb, differently colored eyes, you and I will start playing the game and be the blue team leaders. That's how this will work, right? Do you mind if we're co-leaders? I forgot to ask. I just assumed that it was okay with you. I don't care. Great, that's the spirit. And when I bring you into the game, whatever the hell that means, we can send each other stuff, right? That's how this works, right? Yes. Awesome, because I have a present for you. It's a surprise, and it's going to be great. From me to you, just from me alone, and nobody else. I can't wait to see the look on your face when you see it. Okay. Well, I'm sure it will be very thoughtful. Hey, speaking of which, what will the name of our team be? The blue team? No. I know that. I mean the name of our team. You and me. Just us. I haven't given it any thought, nor did I think such a thing was up for consideration. But if you want to pretend we both have separate team together and name that team, then knock yourself out. I just thought it'd be really fitting, kind of a fresh start, you know? I don't know, what are our shared interests? I guess I never really thought about this. I guess I'm used to thinking of you as an enemy. There must be some overlap in profiles. Come on, let's brainstorm. Man, it'll be great. We'll be unstoppable. Surely you must admit it'll be nice to rebound from the team charge debacle. I never think about that anymore. Oh man, I'm so dumb. Here I am running my mouth and opening up old wounds while at the very same time trying to make amends. What an idiot. It's okay. Hey, speaking of which, that loser isn't going to be on the blue team, is he? Which loser? Your old team buddy? No. Oh, thank fucking goodness. Talk about dead weight. You made the right choice, leader. I mean, co-leader. I didn't exclude him for that reason. Or at all. You're just not getting it. You never listen. Man, now I've got this huge beef grub lodged in my nook just thinking about him. I'm gonna go give him a hard time. Let me know when you're live. Later. Don't do that. It's really childish. Wow. Be the mysterious spider girl. You try to be the mysterious spider girl and fail. She's way too mysterious for you to be her yet. Seriously, what's up with those glasses? And that robo arm? What's her deal? I guess it's flattering that you want to be her, though. She guesses she doesn't mind. It's cool. We'll learn about her a little later. Solix, get back to Aradia. Aradia, I'd like to apologize. I flew off the handle there. It was like the handle with a bald guy going really fast. With a toupee. So I'm sorry. It was my fault. It's okay. I hope we're still friends. Yes, we are. So, anyway, I think even though I quit as leader, I'm still going to play the game now, because it's either that or get totally creamed by all these fucking space boulders. Hey, maybe we can make the best of the game anyway, even though I guess we're going to lose. No, I'm sorry. You can't, Solix. Not yet. Oh my god, you're going to give me shit again? After I crawled on my belly like all groveling at you? Like some low-class guy with whatever colored blood is lower on the hierarchy than mine? What's worse than yellow? Fuck this confusing caste system. Anyway, fuck you. I'm playing this game right now. No, you're not. Trust me. Wait, what's this? Are you hearing that spooky message from the grave? It's my ability to give a shit, which just died. This is where you laugh again. Come to the window. Why? Because I'm outside. Bullshit. Take a look. I don't see anything out there. Come closer. You'll see me. I promise. God, I'm just bulged deep in the fecal matter of a wildly incontinent hoof beast, but okay, I'll indulge you. Here I go. Solix, look out the window. Oh. Looking out this lousy, stupid goddamn window. Lousy, stupid goddamn physics. Snap. Nap time. Much later. When you finally wake up, you discovered all of your teammates had connected to each other and entered the medium. You would be the last to enter. Your long nap would facilitate a series of important dreams that would prove essential in support for your teammates. But here and now, the destruction of your hive would be imminent unless you could quickly establish a connection to the first player of the group and complete the chain. Solix, wake up. The mind, honey. Some of it got in your mouth. You do not, under any circumstance, eat the mind, honey. Oh my god. Since that moody kid is busy flipping his bifurcated lid, we might as well take a moment to get to know this silly cat girl. Gosh, who is she? Enter name. Your name is Nepeta Legion. You live in a cave that is also a hive, but still mostly just a cave. You like to engage in friendly role-playing, but not the dangerous kind. Never the dangerous kind. It's too dangerous. Too many of your good friends have gotten hurt that way. Your daily routine is dangerous enough as it is. You prowl the wilderness for great beasts, and stalk them and take them down with nothing but your sharp claws and teeth. You take them back to your cave and eat them, and from time to time, wear their pelts for fun. You like to paint wall comics using blood and soot and ash, depicting exciting tales from the hunt, and other goofy stories about you and your numerous pals. Your best pal of all is a little bossy, and people wonder why you even bother with him, but someone has to keep him pacified. If not you, then who? Everyone has an important job to do. Your troll tag is Arsenic Catnip. Your speech precedes itself with the face of your Lucis, who is possibly the cutest and perhaps the bestest kitty you have ever seen. What will you do? Nepeta, retrieve claws from arms. You're always wearing your claw gloves. You never know when you might encounter some unsuspecting prey, or when some prey might encounter an unsuspecting you. On Alternia, everything is considered unsuspecting prey by everything else. Nepeta, scratch Lucis behind ears. Scritch, scritch, scritch. Double purr. You sure enjoy a good scratch. She sure enjoys a good scratch. Ponce de Leon is the best kitty cat. You and she go on adventures together in search of the Fountain of Cute. You ride your Sherpod mountain to the rugged frontier, and sometimes she rides you when she gets tired, which is frequently. It sure will be sad when she dies, but who knows when or how that will happen? We might not even really have time to find out. Later there was a cave-in. Nepeta, examine computer. You saunter over to your drawing tablet computer. You use this to draw. On a computer. It'd be cool if this could somehow be adapted to serve as a fetch modus as well. That'd be so much more fun than the frustrating one you're using now. You wonder what this grumpy fellow wants. Probably something to do with that game. That seems to be all anybody's talking about lately. AC perks up curiously. She wiggles her rear end a bit and... She chases something she sees bounce into one of Karkat's shoes. Hey! Car can't believe he has to sink this low. Karkat can't believe he's asking an autistic girl in the cave to join his team. Karkat mystifies in infinite befuddlement over the fact that you are presently the best remaining candidate for the red team. I am? AC says, I am? Wondrously? Yes, and Karkat can't fucking believe this. Karkat thinks about that a bit, and his jaw drops open and breaks a huge column of bricks like a fucking kung fu master. AC gathers up all the brick pieces and builds a cute little house and invites Karkat inside. Okay, good. It's good that you're talking about building. even if it's in the most inane possible context. You're going to be doing a lot of it. Yes, that sounds fun. Okay, what do I do? All right, briefing. Me, Terezi, Gamzee, and Tavros are all playing right now. The connection order is AT, TC, GC, CG. We need someone to connect to Toreador and get him in the game. I have GA lined up for the red team because she's one of the few remaining sane ones left to play. Okay, the only sane one. But she doesn't want to connect yet because of some mysterious bullshit. So I was like, whatever, what else is new? So I guess that leaves you. Terezi said she had you lined up to play back when she was the fake leader, so I said, fine. So just connect to Tavros, and later we'll worry about getting you in. Alright, I will talk to him about that. Oh! AC pauses and looks up a bit, with a little bit of chagrin. I forgot, I have to talk to someone else about this. I have been procrastinating. Oh god, are you really serious? It's not that big of a deal! This boggles my mind. How can you be best friends with the only guy on the planet who's a bigger asshole than me? He's not so bad, he's scum. But do whatever you have to, I guess. Tavros is waiting. Nepeta, consult with friend on the matter. AC twitches her friendly whiskers at CT, Centaur's testicle. Hi. CT perplexes over where he put the important wrench that he needed for building a fancy robot or something. He says, now where did that silly old wrench go? Look, what are you expecting to accomplish with this? Oh, but look! CT peeks around the corner to find the very playful kitty has stolen the robot wrench and is now kicking it vigorously with her hind legs. This is foolishness upon 100,000 prior, equally unsolicited foolishnesses. You'll stop. Now. No, you're so lame. I'm not. I'm fine. No, lame. No, I'm not. Lame. No. You've never played a fun pretend game with me ever even once. Even Carcat does it sometimes. Even if he does mean it in a grumpy and insincere way. But at least it's still fun. Yuck. Don't pollute my incoming data stream with his name, or any sort of excremental language you pick up from his ilk. I see right through your stupid act. Who are you trying to kid? Look how you go out of the way to use words that have X's in them so you can use your silly percent signs. Or use those absurd words that you could shoehorn at a 100 into, even as not strictly speaking, Lou. You are so transparent. I can tell you like to play games. Deep down, you're a guy who likes to play games. I can smell a guy who likes to play games from so far away. With this nose, you have no idea. If you're looking for a loophole through which you may extract concessions from me, you will have to look elsewhere. See? What the hell? Nepeta, what did I say about that awful language? I won't stand for it, and you will stop. Oops. Sorry. Your fraternization with the base classes have loosened your morals. Can't you see this? No, I don't care. They're fun. I don't care about classes or bases or blood color. It doesn't matter. What does green blood even mean? It doesn't mean anything to me. It shouldn't mean anything to anyone else. Well, green blood is okay, but it's not great. But that's why you're lucky to have me to look out for you. Because you don't know better, and you can't fight the role the mother had in store for you. You are such a hypocrite. You pretend to be so high and mighty, but I know you're not, and I know you like games. Look at that silly little bow and arrow you always type. It's always there, you never forget. Why would you do that if it wasn't a playful, fun thing? I am so onto you. My bow and arrow are highly dignified symbols. Lol, BS. Archery is among the highest and most exceptional crafts, held in tremendous regard by the most aloof classes for centuries. You suck at archery. No. Yes. No. Yes. No, I don't. Yes. Yes. Have you ever even successfully fired an arrow? Like, actually got one to leave the bow? I think we need to stop talking about archery. Nuh-uh. Yes. No. We will stop talking about archery. The topic is making me sweat. Ew, you're so gross. No. You are the one who exercises distasteful practices. No, that's you. Everyone knows you're a weirdo and a creep. That's why you're lucky to have me to keep an eye out for you. No one else can stand you. You exterminate beautiful, innocent creatures by the hundreds. I can't condone such wretched behavior. Beasts are meant to be looked upon with adoration, but I eat them. I don't kill anything I don't eat. That'd be mean. I guess that's basically acceptable in principle, but I still find it a bit unsavory. Well, I think your habits are unsavory. No, they're not. You're wrong about me, Nepeta. I do like to play games, but they must be extremely important games with very high stakes. Not the kind played by translucent green wigglers who let loose an excremental surge hard in their wiggler-bottom diaper stubs. As it happens, I have arranged to play such a game tonight. Aradia and I have a private engagement to be considered co-leaders of the blue team. Oh yeah? Well, just by perchance it happens that AC has a private and sneaky engagement to play this game as well, and by a perstickety twist of fate, she will be on the red team, with her other great friends who like to play their childish diaper poop games. Absolutely not. Absolutely. I forbid this. You will take your position on the blue team with me. Yeah, right. I'll take my position into this funny pounce ball and tackle you. That's nonsense. You're nowhere even remotely within my proximity. That would be necessary to execute such a maneuver. AC rolls her eyes, almost as hard as she is rolling around in this really interesting smell. The thought of you fraternizing with and abetting those stink-blooded hooligans strikes me as scandal beyond measure. I'm afraid you're too delicate to withstand that sort of corruption. It's forbidden. Nuh-uh. Yes, you won't. No, I will. You won't. You can't stop me. I am telling you not to, and you will be on my team. That is final. Quiet. Why do you do this? Why are you so confident about your stupid commands? Don't you know you can't actually tell me what to do? It's not like you even have a special mind powers or telepathy or anything. No, I do not. And yet, you will do as I say. Yes, well, we will just see about that. Yes, we will. You will join my team shortly. Stand by for further instruction. You're angry, and I appreciate that. But it doesn't matter. This discussion is over. Blah. Nepeta, give Tavros the bad news.